Because this tightness that you feel in your heart is not always due to being stingy. It's not always due to being a miser. Sometimes you might be attached to something and you might be so used to using something daily that that thing is no longer present in your ownership or in your use. And because you can no longer use it, you might be feel uncomfortable or uneasy because of not being able to utilize that thing, which is also true. If a person is utilizing something every day and then one day he cannot utilize it because he gifted it to somebody, maybe he feels uneasy. And then when you need that and when you don't find it, that's when you feel a little bit of in your heart that I gave it to the other person, I could have used it. And even if it is due to being a miser, the intention of being a miser doesn't harm you. Meaning the thought, not the intention, the thought of being a miser doesn't harm you. Meaning that you gave something and then you felt a tightness in your heart for giving it. Now you feel in your heart, I shouldn't have given it. Just because you get a thought you shouldn't have given it doesn't make you a miser. The thought of it, because it is not optional, meaning you did not bring that thought. That thought automatically, naturally came into your heart. Because remember, bukhal is of different degrees. One is to get the thought of being a miser or being separated from something, and second is to act upon those thoughts. Is to go back, hey brother, give me back my gift that I gave you, I need it. As long as you're not acting upon it, it's fine. It goes sometimes though, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to put you in that position where you feel something in your heart in regards to something that you might have done or given, and that becomes a state of mujahada for you. What does it state? A state of mujahada, a clash. And that clash is the result of increasing your ranks and suppressing your nafs. And he goes, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages to spend in the path of Allah, so that you would put yourself in an uncomfortable position of being separated from one's wealth. And when that thought comes in your heart that you've been separated from your wealth, then you make mujahada and you suppress and you say this was for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you take that to another, and that can never happen if there was no clash.